Critics occasionally refer to views made by Orson Pratt in a book he wrote called The Seer, to attack the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They will assert that the Church or its members believe A or B, and will cite the Seer as evidence. Apparently, if any leader of the Church writes anything, the Church and its members automatically endorse or believe it. The Seer was published in England, where Orson Pratt wrote on a number of issues. It was not endorsed or published by the Church. It was no more an official publication of the Church than a blog, podcast, or a YouTube channel like this one. The Church had problems with a number of the things in the Seer and asked that the publication discontinued. Eventually, Orson Pratt was disciplined for it. In 1960, Orson Pratt wrote regarding it. At that time I expressed those views. I did most sincerely believe that they were in accordance with the Word of God. But I have since learned from my brethren that some of the doctrines I had advanced in the Seer, at Washington, were incorrect. So far as revelation from the heavens is concerned, I have had none in relation to those points of doctrine. The Church in 1865 also made a formal statement regarding it. The Seer contains doctrines which we cannot sanction, and which we have felt impressed to disown, so that the saints who now live, and who may live hereafter, may not be misled by our silence, or be left to misinterpret it. Where these objectionable works, or parts of works, are bound in volumes, or otherwise, they should be cut out and destroyed. With proper care this can be done without much, if any, injury to the volumes. It ought to have been known, years ago, by every person in the Church, for ample teachings have been given on the point, that no member of the Church has the right to publish any doctrines, as the doctrines of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, without first submitting them for examination and approval to the First Presidency and the 12. There is but one man upon the earth, at one time, who holds the keys to receive commandments and revelations for the Church, and who has the authority to write doctrines by way of commandment unto the Church. And any man who so far forgets the order instituted by the Lord as to write and publish what may be termed new doctrines, without consulting with the First Presidency of the Church respecting them, places himself in a false position, and exposes himself to the power of darkness by violating his priesthood. While upon this subject, we wish to warn all the elders of the Church, and to have it clearly understood by the members, that, in the future, whoever publishes any new doctrines without first taking this course, will be liable to lose his priesthood. The Seer, like many books and other sources about the Church, may contain valuable and correct information about Latter-day Saint views. However, none of these books, videos, websites, so forth replace or are equal to official sources made by the Church. The Church has a right to declare for itself what it teaches and accepts as correct or false. No member, and certainly nobody outside of the Church, have a right to decide for the Church what it teaches or accepts. Thank you for your time.